Are you in a situation where you're constantly thinking about your weight? You are worried that you are gaining weight or you cannot lose the weight you have. You are maybe weighing yourself every day, sometimes even multiple times a day. You are so obsessed with weight loss. You are controlling food, you're controlling what you do, you're maybe restricting yourself, and then maybe ending up in the same spot from where you started, sometimes even in a worse spot, now questioning everything about your body, weight loss, and whether you can actually change something. And this whole situation doesn't really allow you to concentrate on other aspects of life. It seems like your life is on hold till you finally lose that weight. So if that's you, I think that today's video could really have a profound shift in your mental state, in the way you view weight loss and view your body. So I hope you stick to the end and let me know in the comments below what do you think after watching the video. I want to start by saying that your body is not designed for weight loss. It doesn't care about aesthetics, body trends, about the weight on the scale. The only thing that your body cares about is survival. Its main job is to keep you alive. So everything your body does, the hunger, your metabolism, your digestion, it runs through one question: am I safe? When the body feels safe, it becomes more flexible, and physical change happens almost effortlessly. In other words, if you are someone who is really carrying extra fat that is beyond your optimal range, then it's often only when your body feels safe in its current state that it can actually let go of the excess weight. Your body has hierarchy of needs. I want you to really understand this. It prioritizes all the organs and functions and systems that are directly linked to your survival. For example, your brain, your heart, your kidneys, your hormones, your thyroid, your digestion, your sleep, and far down the list is fat loss. So fat loss is not a survival priority. It is something your body allows you only when the urgent systems are stable and healthy. Your body always chooses based on priority. If something is putting your health at any risk, if your digestion is compromised, maybe if you're not sleeping enough, your thyroid is under stress, your hormones are dysregulated, if any organ needs protection and repair, your body is going to direct all its attention and energy to repair and heal these organs. Then after that, it will look into fat burning. So what makes your body feel unsafe? The list is quite long, so I'm going to name a few. The first one is chronic dieting and restriction. Maybe you're in it right now, maybe you've been there. Skipping meals, underfueling, and maybe binging later on. Constant monitoring and control. Little sleep, emotional suppression, some kind of an unresolved trauma, micronutrients deficiencies. It can be gut dysregulation, lack of social connection, as well as, importantly, rejecting, criticizing, and attacking your own body. This makes your body feel very unsafe. I often like to bring this example when I'm talking with my clients. Imagine you're about to build a partnership with someone, but every day you criticize them. You tell them they're not good enough. You're constantly trying to change them and control them. Do you think that that partnership will have success or will it thrive? I'm sure it won't. The body works the same way. If you're in constant rejection of your body, it won't cooperate with you because there is no trust and there is no respect and there is no acceptance of the current situation. And I know that the word acceptance might be misunderstood because some people would think that acceptance means that you all of a sudden stop caring about your health, or it means that you're giving up, or it means that you're never going to change. That is not acceptance. Acceptance means that I stop fighting the reality so I can finally work with it. And ironically, the only way to reach the healthiest and most regulated version of your body is to respect the body you have today. Instead of asking yourself, how do I force my body to change? How do I lose weight fast? Ask yourself, what helps my body feel safe? This should be a sentence you ask yourself every day, maybe a few times during the day. And I'm going to give you 3 examples, 3 steps you can start thinking about and taking today to actually make your body feel safe. First one is constant, adequate nutrition. But I want to be careful with this topic because I'm not really talking about perfect eating. I'm not talking about cutting out food groups. Yes, we all know that biologically our bodies are meant to get and absorb nutrients from whole, minimally processed foods. I think that information by now is available to us. But this information is not really helpful for someone who is struggling with their relationship with food. Because for many of you, including me before, food doesn't feel neutral. So many types of food feel like they have a charge. They are charged. They feel bad, risky, weight gaining, out of control. And when any kind of food has that kind of a power, our nervous system doesn't feel safe around it. So we overeat anytime we have the chance to. Here, an important thing, the way we remove the power from this food is not by eliminating this food, it's by including them. If potato chips are scary but so desirable for you, if pastries are forbidden but at the same time they are so powerful, the goal here is not to eliminate them. The goal here is to make them neutral. This may look like building a plate that has a protein source, always great, colorful variety of vegetables, sources of carbohydrates, and yes, a portion of chips on the side. The chips is not a reward, is not a cheat, and is definitely not the last supper when you tell yourself that this is the last time I'm having these chips, I'm not going to have it anymore. It is just food. And for many people, this phase is transitional. It may take you months, maybe a year, but what happens over time for most people is that the fear decreases and your intuition increases. The potato chips, they no longer feel charged. The pastries are no longer forbidden. They become what they actually are, food that are sometimes fun, sometimes enjoyable, but they're not powerful. They're not controlling yourself. And when the food loses power, your body feels safer. So now you can easily go to a supermarket, pass by the chips section, and know that they're not going to control you. You have the authority and the control to make a decision, whether you want to get a bag of chips or not, or you enter a coffee shop for a coffee and you see all the different pastries. You don't feel compelled to get the pastry. You may just get out with the coffee and decide that you're going to have the pastry next week when you enter the coffee shop again. So this is the true freedom, but it happens after you allow this food to actually have place in your plate. Second step is healing the body inside out. So if you're experiencing low energy, bloating, any digestive issues, you just don't feel like you're your healthiest self, it's important to find a doctor, whether that's in person or online, to get to the root of this. I know that some primary care physicians that maybe you're assigned through your insurance, they have oftentimes very limited time and the concerns aren't always explored in a deeper level. But it's important for you to try finding answers to your questions. So if it means you're going to look for another professional that is not local, do it. If it means that it requires some kind of an investment, I think it's worth it. Usually the care that we need is physical, usually it's mental, and oftentimes it's actually both. So if that means working also with a mental health care professional and making time for that, and again, investing in that, know that it can create such a big value for your health and have a ripple effect on everything else in your life. You are meant to be feeling energized and vital, and if you're not feeling like that at any point of your life, it's important to stop, ask questions, and try to find answers. The third step is practicing daily respect towards your body. When you respect your body, you don't attack them, you don't constantly control them, you don't speak to them with contempt. Ask yourself, what does respecting my body feels like for me? Maybe it means that you're going to wear clothes that actually fit you and are comfortable. Maybe it means that you're not going to hide behind people in photos. Maybe it means that you're going to stop mid-thought when you catch yourself attacking your own body, or you're checking yourself in the mirror and you realize you're having this negative self-talk. Stopping yourself and redirecting your thought, that could mean respect. And respect doesn't mean that you're loving your body every day. It just means you're not rejecting it, because cooperation, again, requires respect and trust. You cannot build any partnership without it. Coming back to weight loss, When we focus on health, whether that's physical, mental, or emotional, the body naturally moves towards its optimal weight. And optimal weight is not necessarily what a chart says. It's not necessarily what society calls ideal. It's not even what you think is ideal for you based on what your weight was when you were a teenager. Optimal weight is a range where your body settles when it feels nourished and regulated. It's when your energy is stable, when your digestion works great, when your hormones are supported, when your mind is not constantly preoccupied with the thoughts of food. And that weight, again, may look different from what you imagine in your mind, but it's the weight your body can live with, not that it struggles for and it sacrifices everything for. So once that foundation is set in place, then we can talk about maybe body recomposition or aesthetic goals. But we can't do that until we have this healthy, stable foundation. Please remember that your body is very wise. It is just responding in a very intelligent way to how it's being treated. And when you replace your fear and control with nourishment and safety and respect, that's when the real change becomes possible. That's when your body understands that it no longer needs to defend itself, it feels safe, and things just flow naturally. And I'm sure you can do that. I hope this was helpful, and I hope that you will see the little mind shifts that will eventually have a bigger ripple effect in your overall health and the way you view yourself. I'll see you on my next video. Bye bye for now.